Surveillance video shows Ivory run after the manager and into his office. When she approaches, he punches her in the face.
Hey, he hit her so hard, her credit cards got rejected.
Advanced Security Guard News. Today we have a fascinating story for us to study. The situation I'm calling Loss Prevention and Reparations. This was published on April 19th by Law and Crime. It was reacted to by Albion Preach, and as well this situation happened in October of last year, 2022, around 12 a.m. It's a fascinating study that you want to save in your archives. It's a training tool, not just for yourself, but for new, old security, as well as employees that have to work together with security, because it really demonstrates de-escalation. It demonstrates teamwork, and it demonstrates creating distance between you and a client or disgruntled guest. Anyways, let's get started. Oh, and before we do, leave a thumbs up, leave a comment down below saying thank you and gracias, subscribe if you haven't, and again, shout out to Albion Preach, shout out to Law and Crime.
Surveillance video shows Ivory run after the manager and into his office. When she approaches, he punches her in the face. While the security video does not.
When it gets to a point where a young man reached out and hit an older black woman, you don't hit somebody.
You don't hit people, but I can also understand why he did. He was defending himself. You chased him into a closed office where he had no point of exit.
Right, that was the point. I was forcing him to have a conversation.
I decided to take a stand. This is my Rosa Parks moment, dude. Don't play with me.
This mindset in America, in the Western world, is a sickness.
12 a.m. October, and it's an interesting, because this is the first time I ever hear about reparations in a store setting, and it just takes this is just a weird story altogether.
Body camera video captures Target manager Ashley Meyer describing to police what happened.
So I came around and I was like, hey, what can I do for you?
Okay.
Usually it's like the price is wrong or whatever. She starts going on this spiel about about how I've had a privileged life and she's been disadvantaged, and then said that she was asking Target to make reparations for her.
Hey, beyond, you didn't know where this was gonna go, right?
I still
had no idea.
I still have no clue where this is going.
She had a lot of groceries and she asked for.
Just play.
$1,000.
We do know a lot.
I want to know more.
Reparations at Target.
I want to know more.
Okay.
If you need a donation, you can call tomorrow. I can put you in touch with an HR person, but that isn't something I can do for you right now, attorney.
Okay.
And then she was like, you need to put me in touch with someone tonight. And I was like,
So far, what do we have here? We have a client that's upset they couldn't afford $1,000 on the grocery bills. Understandable. $1,000. Good Lord, that is a lot of money for groceries. I don't know if she's buying for the month or she has a special event. I have no idea. That's not her problem right now, right? But she goes from talking to the cashier to talking to management. So she went from one level employee to the second level of employees within Target. And granted, if you're a cashier, my wife was a cashier for many years. If you were a cashier, you don't want to deal with no BS that you don't have to. So you pass the ball to somebody else who gets paid a little bit extra than you do, and hopefully they can resolve the issue. Which I think is a great tactic to just do pretty much anywhere and everywhere, because it helps the disgruntled individual feel like they're getting somewhere. They can talk to multiple people, and the more people they talk, the more, theoretically, their frustration should come down. Theoretically. Now, there's something about this video that I find fascinating. When I did my Act 235 in Pennsylvania, which is the armed guard course, it's a week long here, the trainer told me some people do not want to be de-escalated. Some people do not want to be brought down. Some people are in situations up here that it doesn't matter what you say. Even if you open up the door for them to have a way out, for you to help them, it doesn't matter. She was offering this lady a way out, like, you know, if you want a donation, we can have you contact HR. I have to remind you, it is 12 in the morning. There's nobody for her to talk to or to pass this for as far as like HR and, you know, like CEOs or like anybody like the district manager, you know, to help out with the situation. Who's she gonna call at 12 in the morning? Besides the cops. Who's Target gonna call? You don't got nobody until they call loss prevention.
Like
Strange.
yeah.
12 a.m.
And then she got really close to me. So I put my hands up and backed up, and she like followed me. She was like breathing into my eyeballs.
That's hot. Sorry. I didn't expect breathing into my eyeballs, but at the same time, you got glasses, so she was really just fogging them bitches up. You guys know that one? Sorry. She was breathing into my eyeballs. It's very intense. This is what it looks like when someone's breathing into your eye. Look into my mouth. Look, I was like, what the fuck is this? I told you, right? You felt a little uneasy. All right, let me see.
Was she screaming at you or?
Yeah. So she got really close to me. I put my hands up. I touched her shoulder.
Security video shows the incident unfold as Ivory approaches the manager and gets
She is in the back of your head.
I'm sorry, I lost track of what this video was about for a second. I thought they was gonna make out, so like I kind of choked. Yeah, it looked like a Amazonian black woman grabs herself a little white girl from the suburbs. That's like a title X video.
Let me see, because it's far.
as
Oh,
Ivory
goddamn.
approaches the
Oh,
manager and
shoulders.
gets in her
Oh, was that shoulders? I thought she went for her neck too. Sorry, maybe I'm misunderstanding what's going on in this video.
She literally said what the fuck was going on.
Yeah, but it looked different.
You're doing the most
I think
right
it's
now.
the pixels.
No, you're doing the most
video
right now.
shows the incident unfold as Ivory approaches the manager.
I'm gonna give her
It did look like she went.
No, she really went like that, but it looked like that.
Welcome to Target. You know what I mean? Like,
Gets in her face. After that, a loss prevention manager approaches.
So what happened?
There's what seems to be two Target employees in the bottom here. They're wearing these orange vests. I think they're Target employees, not sure. And then between them and the loss prevention and the disgruntled guest client, there's two lanes in between. That's a good 15 feet easily, right, of distance. So if you're training people to do de-escalation, to handle these type of situations, you do want extra eyeballs. You do want some people that can possibly assist you if the thing gets physical. And they're in a good position because they're at her 12 o'clock. 12 o'clock means they're back, right? She's probably not even aware these employees are there, right? He has full visibility of her by gauging the distance they have between one another, as well as he can see the two employees with their vests in the back. They could be employees working the stock area or doing, unloading trucks. That's why they got the vest. Who knows, right? Anyways, so far this is good. So they went from cashier to management to loss prevention now. So she has spoken to 3 people now about her situation. Let's see how this continues to play out.
At 2046, came up. I tried to verbally de-escalate. She told me that she wanted to rep it out, and I told her we couldn't do that.
Okay.
And then she said, "Excuse me," and I was like, "Man, I need you to back up or leave, but we can't do that for you." So she started.
I do think they are Target employees because they're both wearing red shirts. I'm wearing a red shirt today because it was just what I was wearing today. Don't think that I work for Target. Who never knows? I might do that in the future. Who knows? Security is everywhere, right? But if you see these 2 Target employees, now they're following from behind. So again, you have eyewitnesses. They're listening. They're watching. and as well as you have 2 team members backing you up, supporting you at a good distance if it becomes physical.
I came all the way back into my office, into an enclosed space, and I hit her in the face.
Surveillance video shows Ivory run after the manager and into his office. When she approaches, he punches her in the face. While the security video does not...
Hey,
now I have to say something about this guy's technique. He stopped. He just did one and he was done. Other people will go happy and just go whap, 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 and just keep hitting and even kick. And you know what I'm talking about? Is you Krav Maga bastards out there. You guys, you keep hitting until the person's not breathing anymore. So keep that in mind. Krav Maga is no joke, man. They train, like, hit them until they do not get up anymore and then hit them 2 more times.
Hey, he hit her so hard, her credit cards got rejected. Look at them shits on the floor. Insufficient funds, bitch. And they all just rolled out like that. Look at these cards. Did you not see the cards just roll out? They blurred it out. But after she took a punch, she like one of them fucking Mario characters every time they hit a trap. Sonic the Hedgehog just... 2023, just credit cards falling out because nobody got real money anymore.
The manager later described the incident to police on body camera video.
I tried to literally close her out, but at that point she was like pretty much running, so she barreled her way in and then kept coming into my office.
She was not running, but when you're backing up like that, that person that's going like that is much more fast than you is. So
So what he's trying to say, what Preacher's trying to say there is that you can move back at half the speed that you can move forward. So from his angle, I understand the loss prevention guy. From his point of view, she was running at him. That's why I also understand from the point of view of the other, the manager lady, that she was going on top of her. It's because, again, you're moving backwards. Your body is not really meant to do that efficiently. You're supposed to do that, obviously, but not in the same great level of speed as we could do as we're moving forward. Our body's meant to go forward. So in her head, in his mind, she's running. She's coming after me. She's charging. And that, it takes a lot of self-control and a lot of sparring practice to be aware of that thing. And if you're a civilian, for the most part, that you don't train or you don't know much about safety and security, you're gonna see it that way.
you understand what the fuck.
I mean, it might as well be running.
Okay. Yes, and you just hit her and that's it.
Hit her like right in the face, like right in the jaw. I tried to close you out of my office and you just kept on pushing your way in.
That's right.
No, sir. I didn't push my way in.
Yes,
I came around the corner quickly.
Hey, would you
I did not push
quit
you.
talking?
She just said she did not push. She physically didn't do this with her hand. Pushing is, you know, a physical movement. You could do it with your hands or your body or your shoulder. She was just passively moving forward.
I tried to close you out of my office and you just kept on pushing your way in.
That's right.
No, sir. I didn't push my way in.
Yes,
I came around the corner quickly.
Hey, would you
I did not push
quit
you.
talking? Hey, no.
Excuse you?
Stop talking. When I'm telling you, you stop talking, okay?
Do you know who I am?
I will figure that out when I get you right.
I don't think anybody should tell you to quiet, to shut up or anything. You know, I think the cop would have done a little bit better, but I think that's enough for the video. The ego in this lady, do you know who I am? Like, nobody does. Unless you're one of these guys where you have like 2 million followers on YouTube or something. My final thoughts on this. Teach staff members that are not security how to de-escalate and how to work with security. You want to pass the ball around. You know, if they're just going to try to get other people to speak with them, hopefully the more people they talk to, the more their rage goes down and they quit and they leave. You know, on top of that, try to get somebody higher in management to deal with the situation, especially if you're an entry-level employee. You know, let people that make more money than you deal with this, right? After that, always be respectful. Create distance when you're de-escalating. Now, the only part that I want to say that this guy could have done better when he was creating distance, maybe he could have gone around the cash register or around. He could have had like a barrier type of thing in front of him, but his idea was to lead her somewhere else. Maybe he was trying to get out of the building to an emergency exit. I don't know. But that's this and that's that, guys. If you found value in this video, please press like. Leave a comment down below saying thank you, gracias. Let me know how your thoughts and feelings down by the comment section, and subscribe if you haven't yet to more advanced security. Peace.